What's up guys? So the main question, nitro or electric? Today I'm going to compare these side by side. These are two fantastic kits, honestly. This is the Kyosho KF01 SP chassis. This is fully carbon fiber, nitro, a brilliant kit. This has also got the optional 2-speed. So looking at this, you guys probably seen this in my video. It looks and drives so realistic. This is Tamiya. Obviously you guys probably are familiar with the F103 platform. This is similar to that. This is the F104W, so the F104 frame, but W for wide. So these two are very similarly balanced, and they kind of have that old vintage F1 style. These are both 90s F1 cars, and they're fantastic, really. I love them both. For me, Nitro always has that one up, just because of the sound, the smell, the 2-speed. It's really incredible. Being someone who's driven race cars and knowing how they drive, and having been fortunate enough to drive an actual Formula 1 car from the 90s, this thing, just looking at it and seeing it shift, it's incredible. It's like watching a mini race car. This is brilliant. This has its pros as well. They both have their pros and cons, as we'll see now. But yeah, I'll let you guys decide. Unfortunately, I'll say accessing electric nowadays is so much easier, and it's a lot easier to get swayed when you drive one by itself or the other. When you drive them side by side, like I'm doing today, that's when I really notice the fact that, man, Nitro really is just something special, especially the way Kyosho made this platform. I really hope they will re-release this maybe in 2024 or maybe in the future, because they do that sometimes. They re-release older RC kits, and I really hope they bring this back. Not for my sake, I'm happy driving this thing, but I really want RC fans around the world to experience the beauty of this Nitro. These weren't very popular in the US. This was actually raced mostly in Japan. So Japan apparently has an incredible F1 following, and Kyosho made this car, and it was strictly for a Japanese Grand Prix racing. I don't even know if they released these for the US, but Kyosho, here's an idea for you. I promise you, if you bring this back, I already know a lot of people who are asking about this kit. And with regards to these guys, they're still accessible. Power plant, it's running a brushed motor, the Tamiya, the red sport tuned motor. And yeah, it's running on a 2-cell battery right now, which is more than enough for this kit. 3-cell I can put on it, but it's really difficult to control with 3-cell, and it becomes a lot more punchy and frankly too difficult to control. So on 2-cell, it's fantastic and drives beautifully. It's not always about top speed for me. It's about the full package. How good does it corner? How good does it brake? So with 2-cell, I think it's the best kind of balance here. So yeah, let's get these guys side by side, and yeah, let's get to it. See the electric power. Electric is so quiet, but pretty fast. Keep in mind, this is on a 7.4 lipo. It can do 3-cell, but I think 3-cell would be too uncontrollable. So I think this is the sweet spot for this car. Otherwise, it'll just go nuts. But the foam tires really help. I love the F103 platform. It's really, really nice. Very balanced, very poised. It's a very old platform and there's many versions of it, but stunning performance till this day. It's 2023 now and it's just awesome to run this thing. And keep in mind, guys, this is a vintage kit, like seriously vintage. And it's kind of like the real thing. If I remove my throttle, it'll spin, but if you keep it planted, it'll actually turn better. So it's weird, it's strange. Almost like the aerodynamic actually works. That was so close. I just lost it. That would have been very, very, very bad. Thing is, I'm trying to take the corner completely flat. It feels great and it looks amazing, but it's really, really sketchy because there's no room for error. If I make a mistake, it's going into a concrete slab and it's really, really sensitive. If you guys know the F103 platform, it's just super sensitive. And it's not like parts are easy to find these days anyways. I love the sound and the smell and the shifting of this. Nitro wins all the time, especially when it's done right. Sometimes I have to say electric is better, but not when you have a kit as dialed in as this, and you know, knowing how real Formula One cars sound and drive and all that stuff, having something that kind of represents that is beautiful. The electric just doesn't do it the same way. incredible, really. I don't know, and still, you know, seeing it and being and driving it in real life, it's again, the camera doesn't do it justice. It's just so nice, so neat. And this is with rubber tires. The F103 is with foam. So the fact that it handles this good with rubbers on is a testament to, you know, the chassis and the way it's designed. Kyosho really hit a home run with this. And I still can't believe, like, if I was the CEO of the company, I still can't believe how this is discontinued. This should be like my iconic flagship product, honestly, from Kyosho. So yeah, especially for F1 fans. And now F1 is growing in the US. Like when I lived in Europe, it was always a European thing. F1 here was always NASCAR. Now here, F1 is becoming more of a buzz than anything. So think about it. I love the electric. It's great. And I like driving them side by side because when you drive it by itself, it's very easy to get swayed. You know, when I drive the electric alone without the Nitro, I'm like, ooh, I love electric. And then when I drive the Nitro, I'm like, ooh, I love the Nitro. But in general, I tend to lean more towards the Nitro. One, because the driving experience is super amazing, super realistic. These things are brilliant, especially if you live, like I said, in crowded areas. But I definitely prefer the Nitro models. Do they need more maintenance? If you take care of them, and depending on which one you have, if it's a really good quality kit, which there's not many, but like the KF01 that we're comparing it to, I definitely would rather the KF01 any day. But still, doesn't mean I don't like driving the electric models. They just look amazing. You don't have to cut out the body shell, so there are certain pros and cons. But yeah, the Nitro, as you guys see, it's just the sound, the smell, as well as the 2-speed shifting. It's a completely different game. Even the rubber tires, you know, it gives it that extra realistic you know, platform. But it's not that I mind at all the foam tires. I actually use a lot of the foam even on the Nitro, especially on roads that are a bit dusty or anything like that. I love the kits. You build them to your specification, you color them, you paint them, so you're very involved with it. Tamiya has always been great. So yeah, guys, this is it for the electric model. Again, pros and cons, man. Each one has his own you know, opinion on this. To me, it's just, I feel like the Nitro is more for me. Like when I want to take one or the other, if I have one choice to run on the day, like on a day like this where I can run both of them, I definitely go with both because I really love driving the electric. They're great, fun little kits. But there's just something about the Nitro model that just gives it that little edge. It's just one up over the electric, especially when you watch real racing and you know how the real race cars sound and everything like that. It's a different game. It really is. You see the Nitro model, you're like, wow, that's literally like a mini F1 car. With this, the silence and all that stuff, I don't know, it's kind of like watching Formula E and then going and watching Formula 1, and not the new Formula 1, like the old school Formula 1 where they actually sounded great. And the new ones sound good too, compared to electric, of course, but nothing like the old days. And especially these bodies being like the old school bodies, you want them to kind of scream like the real things did at the time. So yeah,